welcome to the first in a series of short videos from FlexFuelForward.com breaking down the application process for the Higher Blends Infrastructure Incentive Program, or HBIIP, into bite-sized pieces for busy fuel retailers and marketers whose crazy schedules don't allow them to watch a webinar or go to a workshop to learn how to apply for these grants. The HBIIP program offers up to $100 million in matching grants for infrastructure used to sell higher blends of ethanol like E15 and E85, $75 million earmarked for transportation fueling facilities, $25 million for fuel distribution facilities. 40% of the money is targeted towards single store and small chain owners. And there are other preferences to give smaller retailers a better shot at getting money to offer higher ethanol blends. We'll talk about those in future videos. The program has a 90-day application window that opened August 23rd of this year and closes at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on November 21st. If you're watching this and the deadline's close, you can still get an application turned in, and you'll have the same chance of receiving an award whether you apply on August 30th or November 21st. I'm Ron Lamberty with the American Coalition for Ethanol, former convenience store operator, owner, and supplier, and I'm talking with Jeff Carpenter, the guy in charge of USDA's HBIIP program, and in this video, Jeff's talking about information marketers can gather while they wait for access to the application website.
What do you have to have in hand when you first go to the USDA's HBIIP website in order to start the application process for the HBIIP grants?
In order to apply, you will need to have registered with the System for Award Management or the SAM.gov website and obtain a unique entity identifier or a UEI. You also need to have level 2 e-authentication access through the USDA e-authentication website. We have some instructions on our website on how to do that. You can get to that by visiting rd.usda.gov/HBIIP and then clicking on the How to Apply button and then going to the To Apply tab.
What kind of wait times are you seeing nowadays?
The wait time to get a UEI is not very long. Typically, if you do the full registration, it's a validation process. So they're validating you against a bunch of databases and different federal agencies to ensure that you can do business with the government. So by nature of that, there's typically about a 10 business day wait time, 2 weeks. If you have to submit an incident, if something when you're registering isn't correct or it gets hung up somewhere and you have to submit an incident, the last I heard on those, they were taking about 4 to 6 weeks to get through that. So the backlog there is a little more significant than if you can just get through the first time with everything correct. To get access to our system, typically once everything's submitted to us, and we can get access to the system within a couple days.
Okay, when I go to actually apply, what other information do I have and what does that process look like?
So when you log into the site, you're going to need to have a variety of different things ready. You'll need to know which type of applicant you are and have the associated information with that, including, historical data. You'll have to have your, 3 years worth of data, the total gallons of all fuel sold, the gallons of E10, E15, E85, diesel, and then the total fuel sales revenue. You'll need to have your NAICS code ready. So that's the North American Industry Classification System that the IRS uses. Typically, you can find that on your tax return if you're not sure what that is. It's a 6-digit code that basically tells the IRS what industry you're in. Estimates for costs, your project technical report, if you haven't completed that yet, that's something that you can work on.
Let's talk about that one a little bit, because I know that was something that was a little bit scary for people to hear when they say a project technical report. Describe what's in that.
So we updated the technical report from the previous iteration of HBIIP to simplify it quite a bit and take a lot of the repetition out of it with some of the information. So with it, there's going to be some different categories that we're addressing: applicant information, scope of work, agreements, permits, certifications, project schedule, qualification of the project team, resource assessment, demand, project economic assessment. And then we also added a signed certification page. We do have a sample of this on our website, so it's nice that that's up there, so you can kind of see what it looks like with the language we used in it is, and build off of that and use that as a template for your own.
thanks to Jeff Carpenter, USDA's HBIIP Program Manager, for talking with us today. For more information, go to the HBIIP website shown here, and for additional videos and info from other marketers about all things ethanol, go to flexfuelforward.com. Feel free to email your questions to me at rlamberty@ethanol.com. Follow us on Twitter for updates on HBIIP and other programs. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.